Hi, I'm Lillian McMorris, and welcome to the Lillian McMorris Show, where we give you information on events and programs and things that are happening right here in our community. We also like to highlight individuals that are not only making a difference in our community, but they're inspiring others. And our highlight for this month is Miss Sandra Douglas Morgan. Welcome, Sandra.
Hello, Lillian.
And thank you so much for being here. Sandra is a city attorney for North Las Vegas, and I just am so, number one, proud of you, because over the years we've watched you grow, and you're beautiful. Family's beautiful. Let's talk a little bit about you. We can start with the personal. Let's go to the education. But what I want, and you and I have done it before, is an inspiration to our young ladies that they can make a difference, not only in their own lives, but in our community.
Well, you know, I'm a native Las Vegan.
Correct.
My father retired here at Nellis Air Force Base, and I went to school and public school all throughout elementary.
Clark County Public Schools.
Clark County Public School all the way. I graduated from El Dorado High School and knew I wanted to get away from college. But my parents, of course, they encouraged me to get scholarships. Something that my parents drilled into me at a very young age was, you have to go to college, you have to leave, you have to get an education.
Correct.
And so luckily I was able to get a scholarship to the University of Nevada. And so I traveled up north for my undergraduate education. So I'm definitely Nevada trained.
Nevada trained, totally. How'd you like that weather up there? Not to get off the subject, but that was a challenge, wasn't it?
It was definitely a challenge. And I'll never forget, one time it snowed in April, and you could tell all of the students that were from Vegas, because they were the only ones outside kind of looking up in the air, wondering what this is. Yeah. But that was truly a great experience. Definitely an opportunity for me to learn our other side of the state.
Correct.
It's beautiful up there.
It is
Tahoe's
indeed.
Wonderful. But I ended up coming back to Las Vegas for law school.
Okay.
I was lucky enough to be in the third graduating class of the Boyd School of Law.
And I tell everybody about the Boyd School of Law and how high it is ranked across the nation.
And I like to take a little bit of credit
for that. That's right. Just take some credit for that.
It was the early classes that I think helped do that. No, but in all seriousness, that school is doing amazing things.
Absolutely.
Not only for the Southern Nevada community and ensuring that we have well-trained lawyers, but ensuring that they stay here and they're able to help the community here. One of the great things about the law school is that they mandate that every student assist in community service in some aspect.
Correct.
Whether it be assisting with legal aid of Southern Nevada or doing some other community
Because I know there was another program that they had, whereas if you were a law student, you had to do so many years here in Las Vegas. They put you with a firm, put you with an organization, and you were here. And that is so good because we're sharing our stock, you know?
Right. And it really shows that, as a lawyer, you do have a commitment to help your community.
To help your community.
There's certain legal training we have, and that you realize that certain people have access to justice. And unfortunately, the amount of money you have helps that access. So it's really important to help those that are underserved to be able to have access to the legal system.
Now, you mentioned something about scholarships. And a whole lot of people don't take that seriously when they're in high school. So what is the importance of applying for like a myriad of scholarships? Because it is expensive to go to school.
Absolutely. I mean, it's expensive even to get the money to have the application fee to apply for college. And so I remember I really had to focus on which colleges did I aspire to go to, which ones that I knew that I could probably get into, and then which one was kind of my safe school that I knew at the end of the day, if I submitted that application, I could get in. And so I always worked. I worked in high school, so I had enough money, and my parents helped with the application fee. But I applied for any and every scholarship that was out there, because you never know. And some people look at the requirements and think, they're not going to consider me. Don't give up on yourself before you even sign your name on the application. You should apply for any and everything that's out there.
See, that goes into the inspiring category. Don't give up on yourself.
Right. Don't sell yourself short.
Right.
And unfortunately, I think that's something that women and, definitely
especially
probably young women think, you know what, no, I can't, or they'll find a reason or an excuse to say that I can't. Maybe they've seen something in society that thinks, okay, I don't fit this certain mold, so I can't, but you can. And it's something that I think as you just got older, you thought, I wish I would have had that courage and that confidence earlier in life.
But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, is we want to give them the courage, show them that they can be inspired to be different, to be bigger, to have more knowledge, to move forward. You don't have to, as you say, give up on yourself. You keep going up those stairs because you never know where it's going to land. But we have to start somewhere. And in your case, you were working, you made sure you had your scholarship fees, applied for any and every scholarship so that you could make sure that you could get into, if it was a safe school, you were still there. If it was one you aspired to go to, you could go there. And see, that's the thing. When you were younger, did you want to be an attorney? What would you actually?
No, I didn't decide that I wanted to go into law until I was in undergrad. I was a political science undergrad major, and I also had a minor in speech communication. But I took a constitutional law class when I was in the University of Nevada, Reno, and professor challenged me. It was a very large class, but I know I didn't necessarily agree with some of his policy kind of decisions. But he was great. He encouraged people to challenge him, and I kind of liked that the banter and the kind of Socratic method in class, saying, what do you think about it? And when I met with him, he said, this is basically what you're going to be experiencing in law school. And in all honesty, when I finished college, I knew I wasn't ready to probably go to work. I didn't want to work quite yet. So I thought, what could I do to maybe better my chances in the workforce? And law school was definitely an option for me. I knew I wanted to do something more, but with UNLV kind of opening, the law school opening up, and they already had provisional accreditation, so I knew I would be able to practice
get in,
anywhere. That was definitely a no-brainer for me.
That's a plus for you to come back to some decent weather.
Yes.
Along your travels, along your way, education, moving forward, what kept you going? What do we need to tell our young ladies to keep them going, that they can go and go and go and get where you are?
I think it's important to not settle. And not to get too comfortable. I would describe myself as probably relatively risk averse. But I think now that when I see my children, I want them to take chances. I want them to have the kind of go big or go home mentality. I want them to not be afraid to fail. Because you're not going to be able to truly progress until you're able just to say, this is it. I'm putting everything out there. I'm going to give my 100% and see what happens with it. I like challenges. I enjoy challenges. It's something that I have with my job right now. I enjoy doing something and learning something new every day. And, anytime I made, not necessarily a career change, because I've been an attorney for a while, but when I decided to go from a different company or from a different law firm, I knew it was just going to be a new experience, but I knew that this thing can only make me better. It can only add to my life experiences. And so,
don't
why
give
not
up.
Take the risk?
Things that happen in your life can only make you better, but it's a matter of choices. A matter of choices. We're going to take a little break. We're going to come back with Sandra and talk a little bit more about choices, talk about the importance of education. She is now the city attorney for North Las Vegas. So we are going to talk about what she actually does and the challenges she just spoke of as being the city attorney of North Las Vegas. And also they have an event coming up. We're going to tell you a little bit about that as well. So we'll take a little break and we'll be right back with Sandra Douglas Morgan, city attorney for North Las Vegas. The Lillian McMorris Show is produced by Tego & Associates Productions. Multi-camera shoots either in our studio or on location. That's Tego & Associates Productions. Give us a call at 702-509-7728. And welcome back. We're highlighting an individual in our community that is making a difference and has made a difference not only in her life, but she's inspiring other young ladies to not give up. Inspiration from all of us that are working so hard to make a difference. We have to remember we've got young ladies, we've got young people that are watching every move that we make. And that's why I try to find someone in the community who has gone through those challenges, has worked herself up the ladder. His education, as she still stated, I still have school loans to pay. We'd like to welcome back Sandra Douglas Morgan, and she is our city attorney for North Las Vegas. And I am so happy you are here. I'm very, very happy. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you do in community, because as you know, community is me. I love my community. So I know you're involved in several organizations in community service.
Well, I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority.
Right.
I served as parliamentarian for that organization. I've been active since I was an undergrad in 1999. I'm also a member of the Links Incorporated, another women's service organization,
Give back to our community.
International service organization that has a great presence here in Las Vegas. I've been a member of the National Bar Association, and that association was actually created in 1925 when African American attorneys were not able to join the American Bar Association. But that organization does wonderful work in the legal community and in the community as a whole, ensuring there's legal education abilities for the general public, and of course reaching out and doing community service projects for our youth.
Correct.
So those are 3 organizations that I've been consistently involved in for a very long time. And community service, and again, giving back to the community that gave so much to me is just very important. And all those service organizations and professional organizations.
Tell us about your road to becoming city attorney for North Las Vegas. How did you start? Just you were with a firm, I know, and then all of a sudden you was with the district court and several other things, and all of a sudden I'm seeing that you were the senior deputy, and I'm going, okay, let's watch this growth. So tell us about that.
You know, it was I initially worked at a firm when I was in law school, a great firm, Parker Nelson and Associates, and you know, I still talk to the partner there mostly, probably at least monthly, and I decided to leave there and go in-house at MGM Mirage, which is now MGM Grand Resorts. Wonderful company to work for. Learned a tremendous amount of litigation skills there, and at that point in time, it was around 2008, and the economy it was going towards a downturn, but it hadn't quite gotten there yet. And there was a lot of development going on, and North Las Vegas was definitely one of the fastest growing cities in the nation.
Yes, it was.
And they were hiring, and I decided to go over there and learn and just kind of hone in my legal skills and try something different.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity to go there, and I can honestly tell you, when I went there, I wasn't thinking about being city attorney. I just kind of wanted to learn more and expand my legal knowledge. And, you know, ultimately over the last 5 years, I just moved up the ranks. And last year, actually in the end of 2013, was confirmed as a city attorney, and found out I was the first African-American city attorney in the state of Nevada.
See, I'm glad you said. I was going to give you that, but yes, go ahead.
But which was exciting, but a little shocking because it was 2013.
Right.
And, you know,
2013, you're the first African-American in the state of Nevada to be a city attorney.
So we need to get over the time of saying first, but you know, I'm glad, and I had such great community support, not only outside of the city, but also inside of the city. I mean, the messages that I got of just congratulations and, you know, the hope and optimism that I had to assist the city in moving forward was great. But the job is definitely wonderful. It's something new every day.
What are some of the challenges that you do face?
Well, you know, I work directly for a mayor and council, and they have a great vision, which makes my job a little bit easier. They have a very cohesive vision, and the number one goal is to make sure the city is financially stable and strong.
Well, that's a challenge for North Las Vegas right now.
Yes, but we've actually have gone a long way in the last couple of years, and making sure that our residents have feel safe and have you know our public safety is strong, but also having access to wonderful parks and public amenities.
Yes, absolutely.
That is definitely just as important to have a great quality of life. So what I do is I give legal advice to mayor and council. I work very closely with the city manager as well, who is over all of the operations for the city, and we just make sure that you know there's good decisions being made and legal decisions being made and moving forward and encouraging development. With development comes, of course, an increase in our tax revenue.
Yes.
Which then, you know, allows the city to
put
be
some
more
money
stable.
in the coffers.
Yes,
Indeed.
So it's definitely something new every day. I do different things from litigation to employment matters to transactional and contract matters and development-related matters. So there's definitely...
And see, in all these, you're using the skills that you got as you came up the ranks.
Absolutely.
Whether it was when you were in school, when you were at the firm, when you were with the MGM, as you said, you went there to hone in your litigation skills. So all of these now you can utilize.
Right. And of course, I surround myself with wonderful people. I have to give definitely thanks and, you know, to the wonderful people that work in the city attorney's office, both in the civil and the criminal division. I have truly a wonderful team there, and you know,
you're blessed.
they do, and they make me look. They make
you look good. They make you look good. Speaking of looking good, what would you say? And you and I went out to school not too long ago, and we talked to the classes, and they were rather young to kind of do what we want to do. We want to be able to be role models, to be able to help young people say, I can go to school, I can be educated, I can work a job, and I can move up. I can is what it is. So what would you say? Let's talk to some young people right now who are inspired. We want them to be aspired. We want them to be able to face the challenges and still move forward?
I would say disregard the naysayers and surround yourself with positive people. It's really easy kind of to go along with the crowd, and if they're saying, you know what, no, you can't do this, maybe you had a family member that may be holding you down. It could be a so-called friend, but to disregard the negative comments and the negative energy that's going around you. Surround yourself with positive people. That is something that I think cannot be understated, especially when you're at a time, even in middle school and in high school,
right.
because you may have friends and you may want to keep in contact with people that are doing things that they shouldn't be doing.
Don't involve yourself with that.
Yes, and you should be an inspiration to them, but you also need to dig your heels in and stay fast with the path that that you can be blessed with. I mean, just never give up on yourself. Don't listen to negative energy, and don't surround yourself with people with negative energy, and to never give up.
Never give up. Got it.
The thing that I knew I had a challenge in my life was a couple of years ago when deciding whether or not I actually wanted to go forward with the city attorney position. And there I had a lot of doubt. I thought, maybe I'm not ready for this. Maybe they could think I'm too young.
Right.
Maybe they're not ready for it.
Right.
But I thought, you know what? If I'm ready for it,
I'm going to go for it.
That's absolutely
That's right. And that you did, and we are so proud of you. We're talking to Sandra Douglas Morgan, city attorney for North Las Vegas. They have an event that's coming up because it's the city's birthday. Taste and Tunes, a festival for your senses, is going to be Saturday, May the 2nd at the Craig Ranch Regional Park, which we spoke about, having good parks, having good things that people can go to in our community. This is a good thing. Check my website. I'm going to put it on Facebook. We've got Confunction's going to be here. So, and several stages of other entertainment, fireworks, all sorts of vendors. It's just going to be a lot of fun, even some cooking demonstrations, and go out there and taste some food, huh? That's what it's called, Tastes and Tunes. Party on our city's birthday, a festival for your senses, Saturday, May the 2nd, and it's all day. It's from 11 o'clock until 10 o'clock at night. And that is at the Craig Ranch Regional Park. And it's beautiful now. You guys have done an excellent job. This is our highlight for the month. I want to thank you so much for taking time and come to speak with us, a city attorney for North Las Vegas, Sandra Douglas Morgan. Again, I thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take a little break and we'll be right back.
You know your business could really benefit from a great mobile app. Being accessible on mobile devices everywhere can take you to new heights of audience interaction that will improve sales, service, and your customers' overall experience of your experience. Thankfully, we're here to help. We can help you build a beautiful mobile app and mobile website. Rely on our expertise to handle everything from start to finish affordably and professionally. Contact us for a free demo to see what an app for your business would look like.
And welcome back. We're honoring people in our community, as we just spoke with Sandra, making a difference in our community. And there's so many people who work so hard in what they do. They don't do it to be noticed. They do it to make a difference. And this is L.A. Walker. Welcome, L.A.
Thank you, Lillian.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
And you have the
Strong Shoulders Award.
Right.
It's an honor to be here with you.
Thank you.
Because we get a chance to honor people like you. In fact, we get a chance to honor you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
I can't believe we have that opportunity. I see you on everyone's program, honoring them and making their program successful and making them feel good about themselves. Mm-hmm. And it gives us pleasure that you're going to be a part of that this year.
Thank you so much. That is what I believe in. I believe in giving back to our community. I believe in helping nonprofits and events and programs, whatever they have. If I can help, I'll do it.
That's
I believe
wonderful.
in that. And I thank you. I thank you. And again, as I stated, we don't do it to be honored. We do it because it's the right thing to do.
And that's obvious.
And you're making a great production, though, of this Strong Shoulders Award.
Yeah, we are. Along with you, we get to honor Byron Stringer
Right?
and his toe tag monologues.
Oh my gosh.
Which, well, I'm not supposed to leak this, but I'll do it on your show.
That's
Byron
fine.
is going to do a presentation.
Wonderful.
And we'll all enjoy that. He
Absolutely.
puts
I
so
was
much
on his
effort.
board for a long time, so
Really?
I am very, very honored to be there with him, and I know what he gives back to our community through our schools, through our community centers, just talking to the young people and trying to get them and keep them on the right track.
And that's a huge job, and
It
he
is
deserves
indeed.
to be honored for that as well. We also get a chance to honor Chris Miller,
Right.
who's our Clark County Democratic Chair, and has been a champion for marriage equality.
Absolutely, and in working with the with AFAN and with the AIDS community and giving back to our community in his way, he's been doing that for a long time. Equality is kind of his middle name.
That's true.
That's
Chris
what he
Equality
does.
Miller.
Chris Equality Miller. What brought this on? Why did you do this?
Well, as you probably already know, because you were in attendance, we write plays,
Yeah.
and our committee was preparing to present another play. We have 2 in the works. And we sat and we remembered how we started writing plays and how we all came together in the beginning. And that was because of the push from our late great artist,
Annie Lee. Right.
So in having that conversation, we began discussing how we're all inspired by other people.
Yes, we are.
And your name came up, and along with Byron and along with Chris. And we said, we really need to do something. So it gives us an opportunity to say thank you for the work that you do. A lot of people do a lot of talking about hope and inspiration, but actually being a visual for hope and inspiration.
Living it.
Living it.
I live it daily.
And
Yes.
day out. And I've
right.
not seen or heard either one of you ever ask for anything. Not for yourselves. I've seen
No.
you do it for other people.
Yes.
So we're excited about that.
Okay.
We're
I
going to do
appreciate
a theatrical
Yes,
presentation.
let's talk about that. Musical performances and theatrical performances. And I'm going to tout this because you're opening up with my choir, the Las Vegas Mass Choir.
And they're
I'm
so
the publicist
excited.
for them. And when you told them that they were going to be opening up, it's like, I got phone calls, emails, and I go, I didn't even know. It's like, it's great.
Yeah, they were
great.
like, for Lillian, we'll be delighted to do that. And of course, they actually knew everyone that's being honored,
Right.
so that's really great too. And then we have some surprise performances that we're really not going to tell you about.
Okay.
Cinnamon Jenkins is going to be there.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
And
That's
Ivana
Nikki.
Christie,
Uh-huh.
yes. And Anthony Brady, who's Mr. Louis
Mr.
Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong,
is
right.
going to be there as well. And then we get a chance to do a theatrical presentation that I think that you'll enjoy because it's really bringing your portion in as a woman.
Okay.
It's called Plus Minus.
Minus, okay.
Plus Minus is about identifying women in a beautiful way and not denying them an entry into the lingerie and fashion industry based upon size.
Right.
And as far as we're concerned, you have just been an inspiration to womanhood by the way that you carry yourself on a
Thank
daily
you.
basis and the things that you stand for.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so humbled and so honored. Anyway, we don't talk about me, but thank you. Thank you so much. I don't talk about, and as Teresa knows that I can tell stories and tell about everybody else. And she says that as my producer. It's also my best friend, everybody, Teresa Goss. And we've been business partners for 15 years now, right? I think she's behind the camera. That's why I'm looking like that. But she knows I have a very, very hard time. That's why I told you when you called me, I said, call Teresa. Call Teresa because I don't talk about me. But I'm so happy. This sounds like so much fun. But let's talk about the location. Because
so excited.
I know this place, the Starbright Theater in Sun City. That is the nicest little place.
It's awesome. The seating is very comfortable.
Yes.
It's like being at home.
Yes.
The stage there's not a bad seat in the house. The stage is right there. And the people there are very, very nice. The grounds are beautiful as well. And we wanted to make sure that it was going to be something that would be remembered for
Trying
years
to
to
remember
come.
what time we're starting.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5
It's
o'clock.
Sunday the 19th. We want to make sure everybody knows. Sunday, April the 19th at 5 o'clock. And it's at Starbright Theater in Sun City. And I'll make sure we have the address on the screen. And and it'll be on your website.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's right. Tell us about the website.
The
You got all
website
the
is
information on there.
StrongShouldersAward.org, and all the information will be posted about the event itself, the recipients of the award, as well as what the future of the award ceremonies will be.
I want to hear about that future. You want to share a little bit with us?
Well, we've actually found out that it's best for us to start the awards a lot earlier. So actually, I'm seeking committee members, and we have achieved 2. We'll be talking to you perhaps later as well.
Did she throw that in there? Did she?
But we're looking at starting in June for next year's
Mm-hmm.
awards, and actually using a committee and actually seeking through the community, sifting through the community to find people that the community feels should be honored. Because sometimes, you think you know and you really don't know.
Right.
But we have so many
You
wonderful
get people out there in the grassroots, in the community. You find people that have never even been, no one's ever said their name, and they are doing wonderful things.
It's amazing.
It is.
And we need that so desperately now. You hear so much bad news. We want to do everything that we can do to push good news.
That's what I love to do. I love to give out all that good and positive news. So I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm happy that you're doing this. And the Strong Shoulders Award for 2015. And it says, turn down for what? Now, where'd that come from? Where'd that come
Well,
from?
that's a rap / hip hop song, but it has so much meaning. They're talking about it in another way, partying and getting, inebriated. But we're talking about turn down for what? If you're positive and you're working and you're doing good in the community and you can see your dreams realized, why would you want to turn down?
Okay, got it. Okay, see, I knew you had a good explanation for that one. And it's the Rolling Playhouse, and they're presenting on April 19th, and that's going to be Sunday.
That's right.
And let's give that place again. It's the Starbright Theater in Sun City. And if nothing else, just come out and see that theater. I mean, it is so
awesome.
nice, so comfortable, and it's 2215 Thomas Ryan Boulevard. We'll have it on our website, and your website is StrongShouldersAward.org.
That's right.
And may I give a phone number for you? The 834, is that
Sure,
okay?
that'd be perfect.
702-834-6882. That's 702-834-6882. They're going to have musical performances, theatrical performances. The Rolling Playhouse is a dedicated group. It's dedicated to community enrichment. So come out honoring Brian Stringer, myself, and Chris Equality Miller. Again, that is April the 19th, which is a Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock, and go to the website for more information. Thank you so much, LA, for coming to visit with us. Thank you so much for my honor. I feel so humbled and blessed. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I'm Lillian McMorris, and you're watching the Lillian McMorris Show, and we try to give information about events and programs that are happening right here in our community, and we also highlight individuals that are making a difference. We thank you so much for watching. We thank our wonderful sponsors for making it possible. I'm Lillian McMorris, and I'll talk to you next time.